Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Also, welcome to my office. Today, we are talking about the Coolpo AI Huddle Desk Mate camera. It's this. So what makes this super cool, and I'm on calls all day long. I'm on video calls all day long. Part of my job is to be on camera. And for me to be on camera, I want to have the best technology I can. And I really found that this little camera does a great job. You can see at the size of this camera, the DeskMate is really, really small. It's nice. It has a lot of cool features to it. And one of the biggest things is it says AI Huddle. What does that mean? It's got autofocus, auto white balancing of the camera, which is really cool. The autofocus is really awesome as well. And you can do a lot of variety of things with it. So some of it's built in right to the side of the camera. The top part of this little button right here is for you to zoom in and zoom out. You can get multiple different angles and that sort of thing with this little camera. This one allows you to really kind of autofocus in. So it does AI tracking of you. So if you move and that sort of thing, you have multiple people, you're in a conference and you have people sitting in a conference room with you, it allows you to refocus on everyone inside the room. So it allows you to kind of have that functionality right with the touch of a button to autofocus you. It also has a privacy thing. So, somebody walks in, slide that, it immediately tells you no camera on, so it blocks you out. And you know immediately that you're blocked out. It's got 2K for clarity and resolution to what you're seeing or what they're seeing of you. And I really love how it adjusts the lighting around you. So forget all the fancy talk of it. It basically lights you really, really well. You don't have darkness in your face. You don't have dark lines in your face. I'm getting old. I need all the help I can get. So this little camera does a great job with that. It's USB, so you plug it right into USB. It does everything really kind of for you. You don't even, once you get it set up, it works with Zoom calls, it works with Slack calls, works with Teams calls, pretty much anything. You do FaceTime calls and that sort of thing with it, and it works fantastic for it. So you can control a lot of the functions and the features of the camera, from brightness to contrast to saturation, things like that. If you go to Coolpo and you download the Coolpo tools. So if you do that and you have them on your desktop, you can control all of these things. You can control your zoom scale. You can do a lot of that stuff as well, so you can control all of those things. It also has two features in here. So the high dynamic range is if you're sitting in front of a very bright window at all times, you'd want to turn this on. What this will do is it'll actually adjust your camera. So to have that light that's kind of constantly hitting the front of the camera, it'll adjust so you can have a better picture and that sort of thing. So I'm going to turn that back off. And so you're sitting in my normal office right now and the sun's kind of going down. So the other part of that you can actually have is this Face AE feature. And what this does is if the room gets dark, you're in your office and it's getting dark, you'd want this to be able to be turned on. So if you have this turned on, what it does is it basically gives you a little bit more light. So now you can see it's a little bit dark in my office, and it'll give you a little bit more light exposure to your face. And there you go, and it zooms into you. And so you get a little bit more exposure, so it does a little bit more there. And then you can adjust the level within here as well. So if you want to adjust more and give yourself a little bit more lightness, you can actually make and do a little bit of adjusting to the camera itself. So those are the features. Go in, look at the tools. The tools will allow you to make a lot of adjustments to it, the exposure, all of that sort of thing, the focus, the sensitivity, so you can really adjust it to your liking. And so those are some things that you can do, or you can set up auto features as well. So it also, because it has this flip down technology, if you want to show a document on your desk, you can do that and you can flip it so they can actually see the document the correct direction. All you need to do is press and hold on the right hand side of the camera the autofocus button for 3 seconds. It'll flip it. So now you can see it's flipped, right? You can see me, I look like I'm upside down. You can see the document there, and you can see it right there. Now, if you wanted someone to see, so this way the person will see the document the way you see it, the right way. So I'm going to zoom in. So zooming in is you push the top button on the right-hand side, you zoom into the document, and then you just got to you got to get it into the right frame so that they can see it. So now you can see they're seeing it the exact way I'm seeing it. So I'm looking at a house diagram here. Here's going into there's a little porch area there. And if you look down at what I'm seeing the document the exact same way. The only difference is it's like it's in the mirror. So if you're going to show, text or things like that, it's kind of like a mirror view of it. But it's a cool feature if you're doing a diagram like you are of a house, or if you're drawing something, if you want to show somebody something and you're doing kind of a drawing of it, you can do that and it would see it. So it's really a neat feature if you're doing a lot of things to show people or you're doing stuff with meetings. It's sold on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. For the price and the functionality and the AI technology built into this camera, you're gonna love it. So check it out. This one's the DeskMate. They also sell a mini, which is quite a bit more expensive. I haven't tested that one out yet, but they sent this one to me to test out. And frankly, I wouldn't go back to anything else. So the Logitech camera I have, just doesn't hold a candle to all the different features that this has to it. I always use the small Ignite speaker because I can just mute, unmute, turn things up. So I do have this as well by Coolpo, but I also have used the microphones on this and they're fantastic. The noise canceling technology they use with their AI cancels out thousands of noises in the background. So that's it. Subscribe to my channel. If you're looking for a camera for your laptop, on the go, whatever it may be, this little thing will do the trick for you. It's super small, it's compact, it travels well. It actually has a little screw thing on the bottom too if you want to put it on a stand, if you're doing a lot of video work, you're an influencer, whatever you're doing, this little camera has a lot of functionality to it. And if you just want to put it on top of your monitor, it allows you to do that and it stays put. So we'll see you next time. Check out the link description below. Check out the DeskMate. You're going to really love it. And we'll see you next time. Super thanks is always welcome.